Hello, and welcome to your practice. This is an all levels flow working toward crow pose or Bakasana. You don't need any props, so when you're ready, start lying down on your back. Bend your knees and plant your feet on the floor roughly hip distance apart. Release your arms by your sides with your palms facing up, and if you'd like to, close your eyes. Take a few moments in stillness to tune in with your body and your breath. When you're ready, draw your knees in toward your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Gently sway your hips from side to side. Hug your legs back in closely and round your back to lift your head and shoulders up away from the floor. Draw your forehead toward your knees. Softly release your head back down to the mat and release your legs. Stack your knees over your hips and reach your arms up toward the sky in line with your shoulders. Bring your shins parallel to the mat and hug your navel toward your spine. Inhale deeply. Exhale, reach your right arm back over your head and kick your left leg forward toward the bottom of your mat. Inhale, return back to where you started. Exhale, reach your left arm back and kick your right leg forward. Inhale, return back. Exhale, reach your right arm back and kick your left leg forward. Inhale, return to your starting position. Exhale, reach your left arm back and kick your right leg forward. Inhale, return back to where you started and catch hold behind your knees. Gently start to rock and roll along the length of your whole spine. Massage your back body out against the floor as you roll forward and back, and start to gain some momentum until you can rise up into a seat. Lift up tall through your spine and ground your sitting bones into the mat. Lean back slightly and float your feet off the floor. Draw your shins parallel to the mat. Option to reach your arms forward as you continue to lift and lengthen through your spine. Squeeze your legs toward each other and hug your navel in. Inhale deeply. Exhale, cross your ankles, release your feet, and roll forward onto all fours. Align your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Inhale, soften your belly toward the floor and broaden across your chest. Exhale, round your spine and hug your belly button in. Inhale, lower your belly, open your heart. Exhale, root against your palms and round your spine. Draw your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Pause for a moment to place this position into your muscle memory. Slowly return back through center and walk your hands forward slightly. Tuck your toes and lift your hips toward the sky into down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Option to lower your left knee. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and round forward. Inhale, reach your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper right arm and shift forward. Inhale, sweep your leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward on the outside of your right hand. Elongate your spine forward. Inhale, lean the weight of your whole body forward. Exhale, draw your weight back and stack shoulders over wrists. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, draw your weight back and root into your hands to step your right foot to the back of your mat. Lower your knees and uncurl your toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine and hug your belly in. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower roughly halfway to the floor. Inhale, root down to rise back up. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower halfway to the mat. Inhale, ground down to rise back up. This time, exhale, slowly lower all the way to the floor. Press into your feet and inhale, lift your head and chest up away from the mat. Lift your hands from the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, slowly lower back down, tuck your toes and lift your whole body up. Press your hips up and back into down dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Option to lower your right knee. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and shift forward toward plank. Inhale, reach your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper left arm. Inhale, sweep your leg up high. Exhale, step your foot forward outside of your left hand. Lengthen your spine forward. Inhale, lean your weight toward the top of your mat. Exhale, draw your weight back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, draw back and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Option to lower your knees. Inhale, lean your weight forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower roughly halfway to the floor. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and broaden your chest. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up high into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll your weight forward and stack your shoulders over your wrists. Exhale, lift your hips up high back to down dog. Inhale, roll your weight forward into plank. Exhale, lift your hips up high. Inhale, like a wave, roll forward to plank. Exhale, float your hips up and back to down dog. Lower one forearm at a time down to the mat and bring your palms to touch in a prayer position. Root firmly against your forearms and lift your hips up high. Option to tiptoe your feet in closer towards your elbows. Lengthen across your spine. Option to bend your knees. You're welcome to stay here, or option to inhale, float your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips squared to the mat. If your leg is lifted, exhale, slowly release it. And inhale, float your left leg up high. Square your hips to the floor. If your leg is lifted, exhale, release it back down to the mat and walk your feet back into a forearm plank. Root down into your forearms and slightly round into your upper back. Draw your shoulder blades apart from each other. Kick back strongly through your heels and keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Stabilize your breath for another full deep inhale. And exhale, release your knees to the floor, uncurl your toes, and send your hips back to your heels to surrender into child's pose. Option to turn your palms to face up to soften deeper into your shoulders. Pause for a moment here as you bring your awareness back to your breath. On your next breath, ground your palms down into the floor, root down and rise up to all fours. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up high into down dog. Inhale, look forward and lift your heels. Softly bend your knees and hug your belly in. At the bottom of your exhale, either step or lightly float your feet forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, soften and fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees deeply and sink your hips low. Lift your arms up toward the sky into chair pose. Exhale, draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist your torso toward the right. Option to stay here or to hook your left elbow over your right thigh and spin your chest open toward the right. Look down to the floor and lock your gaze. In as many steps as you'd like, bring your left foot to the back of your mat as you maintain the twist in your torso in a revolved high lunge. Inhale deeply. Exhale, root against your right foot and step your left foot back forward. Bend both knees deeply and unwind your twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Option to hook your right elbow over your left thigh and apply gentle pressure in both directions. Look down and lock your eyes on one point. In one step or many, bring your right foot to the back of your mat and kick back strongly through your heel. Maintain the twist in your upper body. Inhale, root down into your left foot. Exhale, step your right foot back to the top of your mat. Inhale, unwind your twist. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Option to straighten your knees. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up. Exhale, step your feet to the back of your mat into plank pose. Option to lower your knees. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower down into a low push-up. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and expand your chest forward. Option to look up. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up toward the sky into down dog. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg high. Option to lower your left knee. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose and round your spine forward. Inhale, sweep your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper right arm and roll forward into plank. Inhale, reach your leg back up high. Again, exhale, curl your knee to your nose and round forward. Inhale, sweep your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper right arm. Inhale, sweep your leg high. Exhale, step your foot forward and place it next to your right thumb. Root down and inhale, rise up, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hinge forward, straighten your front leg and release your hands toward the mat. Inhale, bend your front knee and rise back up high. Lift your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your front leg and release your hands toward the floor. Inhale, root down to rise up as you bend your front knee. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your front leg and release your arms down. Pause for a moment here as you round and curl your spine over your front leg. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms to frame your front foot and step your right foot to the back of your mat into plank pose. Option to lower your knees. Inhale deeply. Exhale, round your upper back and draw your shoulder blades apart. Keep everything else still. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, press into your palms and draw your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, hug your shoulder blades together. Exhale, draw your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, return to neutral and shift forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower roughly halfway down. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and broaden your chest. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up and back into down dog. Inhale, float your left leg to the sky, option to lower your right knee. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose, round your spine, and shift forward. Inhale, reach your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper left arm and shift forward. Inhale, reach your leg up and back. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and round your spine. Inhale, sweep your leg back up. Exhale, draw your knee to your upper left arm. Inhale, reach your leg up high. Exhale, step your foot forward next to your left thumb. Inhale, root down to rise up high, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, straighten your front leg and reach your hands toward the mat. Inhale, bend your front knee and rise up high. Reach your arms up. Exhale, straighten your leg, fold forward, and reach down. Inhale, ground down and rise up high. Exhale, fold forward and straighten your leg. Reach your arms toward the floor and round into your spine. Pause for a moment to surrender downward. Inhale, lift your torso roughly halfway up. Plant your palms and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Option to lower your knees. Inhale deeply. Keep your body strong and still. Exhale, round your upper back. Draw your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, draw them apart. Inhale, squeeze together. Exhale, draw apart. Inhale, return to neutral and lean forward. Exhale, bend your elbows and lower roughly halfway down. Inhale, flip your toes, straighten your arms, and expand your heart forward. Exhale, flip your toes and lift your hips up and back into an inverted V. Inhale, look forward. Lift your heels, softly bend your knees. At the bottom of your exhale, either step or float your feet to the outsides of your hands. Turn your heels in and your toes out and sink low into a squat. Draw your palms to meet at your heart and press your palms against each other. Press your inner thighs into your arms and press your arms back out against your thighs. Lift and lengthen your spine. Slow your breath. Bring the backs of your palms to touch and turn your fingers to face the floor and gently press the backs of your hands against each other. Softly release your wrists. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release your palms down to the floor, roughly shoulder distance apart. Spread your fingers wide and root evenly into the perimeter of your palms. Gently grip at the mat with your fingertips. Lift your hips up high and walk your feet to touch. Lift your heels and bend your knees. Softly bend your elbows and slide your knees as high up your arms as possible. Keep your hips held high. Actively squeeze your thighs in against your upper arms. Round your spine and draw your shoulder blades apart from each other. Hug your navel in and up. Look forward and lean your weight forward toward the top of your mat. Option to stay here or to lift one foot off the floor at a time, or option to lean so far forward that your feet start to feel light and maybe both naturally lift from the floor. If they do, immediately squeeze them in toward your feet. Keep your spine rounded and your legs actively squeezing in. When you're ready, slowly and mindfully release your feet back down if they're lifted. Lower your shins to the floor. Release your seat back to your heels and soften your torso forward and down into child's pose. Option to turn your palms to face up. Option to also reach your arms toward the back of your mat. Let your body soften downward and let your breath deepen and slow. On your next breath, slowly round up through your spine and rise up to sit. Release your hips to one side and swing your legs forward. Draw the soles of your feet to touch and open your knees out wide. Inhale, sweep your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbow and walk your hand down your back. Reach back with your left hand to catch your elbow and gently hug it in toward the center of your body. Option to stay here or to reach your left arm behind your back and up your spine. Hold on to your shirt or interlace your fingers behind you. Lift and lengthen your spine and softly press the weight of your head against your upper arm. Inhale deeply. Exhale, slowly release your arms and switch sides. Inhale, reach your left arm up and bend your elbow. Slide your hand down your back. Use your right hand to catch your elbow and hug it toward the midline of your body. Option to stay here or to reach your right arm behind your back and either hold on to your shirt or interlace your fingers behind you. Lift and lengthen your whole back body. Gently press your head against your upper arm. Soften the rhythm of your breath. On your next breath, slowly release your arms down. Keep your legs as they are and gently find your way down onto your back. Rest your arms wherever you'd like and let the weight of your legs hang heavy toward the floor. Catch hold behind your knees and use your arms to draw your knees back in toward each other. Hug your knees in towards your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Softly sway your hips from side to side. Keep your legs as they are and release your arms out into a cactus or goalpost shape in line with your shoulders. Slowly lower both knees over toward your left. Soften the weight of your shoulders downward. Option to look over your right shoulder. Inhale, slowly return back through center. Exhale, release both knees over toward the right. Melt your shoulders downward. Option to look over your left shoulder. Inhale, unwind your twist and draw your legs back through center. Exhale, release your legs out long toward the bottom of your mat and relax your arms down by your sides. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Let the weight of your full body sink down into the mat. Soften your breath and still your body. Allow yourself to fully surrender into your final resting pose, Shavasana. When you're ready, slowly start to deepen your breath. Gently start to awaken your body. Wiggle and move your extremities. Stretch in any way that feels nice. Take your time, and when you're ready, roll over onto one side. Gently find your way up into a comfortable seated position and draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. Softly bow your chin towards your chest. Acknowledge your time, your energy, and your hard work. Give thanks for your practice. See you next time. If you'd like to see more classes like this, please be sure to like this video, leave a comment, share this video with a friend, and subscribe.